Hello, today was an FOMC day, or we call it as a Fed day, and the market ended flat. Of late, the market has been pretty choppy and flat, and I'm going to give you a couple of stocks that has a high probability of being a winner, even in this market. Please stay tuned. If you are an option trader and if you are into buying options, you know these type of choppy markets tend to hurt because of the time decay. So let me start off to see where the market is. We always start with SPY. I notice this yellow line is the closing price of 2024 and little above is the all-time high. Until and otherwise SPY breaks, let's say 585 or so, there is no shorting in the market. Everyone expects a reversal, and that alone makes it resistant to drops. My first stock pick is Intel. Notice it has been dropping sizably. It is having a nice trend line move upwards. And there we have, it's already broken the 50. It's still below, and we have 200-day moving average little above that. This is a weekly chart, and notice a nice trend line that takes it all the way to $40, and right now it is somewhere in the 20. So almost it has a potential to be double again. This is a weekly chart. Here we have the monthly chart, and notice from 69 it has dropped all the way, and it has been consolidating for several months now. It has not been able to break further, and that means you can draw a fib extension, and that one is around 29. So daily chart is having a nice trend line towards upwards, so it's 22.93, and then we are likely to see 29. You can play a covered call. I explain how to draw these fib levels, fib extensions, trend lines, etc. In these modules, I have a detailed explanation of how to do, what to do, what is the trending day, how to spot targets, how to spot stop losses, etc. So that is my first trade. The next one is coin that had a very good move from nowhere, and so that would be a good potential for the coming days. Like almost $40, 16% move. So this type of move generally happens during earnings or some news related events, and there's no point in analyzing whether the news is good or bad. Just look at the chart, and if the chart says it's good, that's all you need to know. And look at it, the TTM also is likely to move towards favorability. And I drew the fib levels. The next fib level is 305. This is a little expensive stock. These are my suggestions. You can do diagonal or a calendar or even naked. So you go 27th, 305 is what you're looking at. So let's say 305, buy a calendar. Calendar, same strike, different expirations. So you're only paying $2.90. The other one would be diagonal. Again, these strategies are discussed extensively in my training. This long theory will not be valid if it breaks and closes below 275. So basically the long thesis is not valid anymore. But I do believe that the strength that I exhibited today could probably carry on Friday or next week, assuming that the market or any war news does not mess it up. The last one is United Health or UNH. It has had only bad news, and so this is the fib that from all the way to 600 it has dropped to 248, and since then it has stabilized. It's not moving down, and it's for many days, and the TTM is showing some life. This could potentially get to 333, and if it does get here and break it, there's a huge gap to fill. I expect these things to happen in the subsequent weeks. You need to give some time. So your trade has to be at least a couple of months away. You can't be having this week or next week. See, so August or September, let's say 350 calendar might work. But be careful, because on the long term, this chart is still broken. Let's say it closes below 300. You might have to be careful with your long position. This assumes that we have had a solid support and it is moving towards 333. Stock market is about probabilities. However we draw a chart, it is still nothing more than a calculated guess. It can just fail, so be prepared for that. Have a plan. If it does not work, just get out. Trading is a difficult pursuit. If someone tells you or makes you feel that making money in the stock market is easy, be cautious. It is a skill, and like any valuable skill, trading must be learned, practiced, and refined over time. That's exactly why I created this web-based training program. You can learn at your own pace, and I have packed it with every tool and strategy I have personally used, when to use, how to apply, and when they work, etc. Check out the link below. I know how difficult it is to be unguided in the stock market. It is frustrating and you learn with expensive losses. Take a look, and if it is not right for you, there's a full money back guarantee. I trust and I promise it will be a useful tool. Thank you.